welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Oh, by the Christmas tree. And wearing my You Do You sweatshirt. Just took Thomas to school. And I am waiting for my friend Amberly. And when she gets here, we're gonna go for a walk with her puppy. Because it is beautiful out. And I've been really mindful to like break up how much time I'm studying and how much like screen time. Let me just see if I can put you down on the couch, which I will show you today. I keep saying I'm gonna actually like show you the couch. Ooh, there we go. Rather than just like burning out, and like I'm not gonna learn anything that way. So like working out and, you know, having breaks and stuff. The other day, the unicorn and I went for a drive and he just quizzed me on all my stuff I need to know for my final, which was really helpful. So we're gonna do that today again at some point. But just thought I'd vlog today. We are doing a birthday Zoom for my friend Lee. About, I think there's 5 or 6 of us in this group, and we've been pretty much messaging each other in our group chat every single day since the pandemic started. So like 9 months, and it's been a real lifeline. And we've gotten together a few times, you know, depending on the restrictions and stuff. But now, when I'm filming this today, the restrictions are you can't see anybody inside. Even today when we go on our walk, like we'll be 6 feet or more apart, like we're going on a very wide trail. So yes, we're gonna do a Zoom, and we all bought bubble masks. So we're gonna do our bubble masks to celebrate her birthday. I think everyone will probably like cheers her. I'm not gonna drink because I have a final tomorrow and I don't want to be any kind of like foggy. I also did sober November, which I'd never done before. I'd never like purposely mindfully taken any time off from drinking. Not that I drink a lot, but it was really interesting to see like when I thought like, ooh, I could use a glass of wine, or like I think when you're not drinking, you notice how much more it's just talked about, whether on social media or with your friends or whomever. It was really interesting, and I feel really good. So I'm not gonna not drink over Christmas and stuff, but it was good. It was a nice break. Last night, after Thomas went to bed, I worked on a project that I'm gonna include in a lot of Christmas presents that I'm giving out this year, and so that I'm just waiting to hear back to see when that can get printed. But I usually try not to go on my computer, you know, before bed because it's harder to sleep. So it took me a little bit to fall asleep last night, but I slept through the night, so feeling good about that. Yeah, today will be work, and I need to post that new episode of the podcast came out today. It is the last marathoner interview of season 2, which was so special. It's with Jen, who edited the audiobook version of Finding Your Cape, and we had a wonderful discussion. As I was editing it, I was like, God, I just miss her. I miss seeing friends and doing things.
So those are the times when I feel like I have to put on my cape and put on my big girl pants and go get stuff done.
And remembering that, you know, no matter how successful someone is or how great their highlight reel is on Instagram, we all have those days or weeks or months or like phases in our life. There's a reason why there's a whole chapter in the book that's like, do some shit, right? Because I have been there for sure many times this year. But I love that, you know, you can call on that feeling, which is you, that has your best interests at heart. And like, no matter how you're setting blocks up for yourself, you know that you got this.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's got your back, and it's you.
Let's talk about my favorite podcasts in this video, since we're talking about podcasts. I listen to them a lot. I listen to them while I cook, while I shower, while we drive. A lot of time was spent this year in the car with Thomas, and so I listened to a lot of podcasts. I feel like sometimes maybe it's good for him to just be hearing language, so that helps for me, and I like it because I can be doing other things but still being like entertained or educated. And so I thought I would just share with you the ones that I enjoy. I really have been getting into a new one that came out this year, which is called Busy Phillips is Doing Her Best. It is Busy Phillips and then 2 other women, her friends, who worked with her on Busy Tonight, her TV show on E. And I love their dynamic and their friendship. And then they have a guest every week, and no matter who the guest is, I have enjoyed every single episode. And that's not the case for every podcast. Like sometimes, even if it's a podcast I like, if I'm not into the guest, I'll skip it. But I haven't skipped any of theirs. It's really fun and fresh and just kind of what I felt like I needed later this year, listening to some girlfriends hang out. So that's been really enjoyable. I still am really liking a lot of the Armchair Expert podcast. I don't necessarily listen to every single episode, but a good chunk, probably like 75% of them. I really enjoy the guests and the conversations, and that one is hosted by Dax Shepard and Monica Padman, and yeah, that one is really interesting too. It's a lot of different takes on things. I've learned a lot because they have some really diverse guests. Speaking of Monica, she and one of her friends, Jess, did an offshoot of that this year, and I think it was only a 10 episode arc, but it was called Monica and Jess Love Boys, and it was their different experiences with dating, and every week they had a different expert, and every week they had challenges. So Jess is a gay man who has had many relationships and many partners, and Monica is a straight cis female who has never had a serious relationship, and I think she's in her mid-30s. So their dynamic and their differences was so fascinating. It's only 10 episodes. Really enjoyed that one. I wish that there was like more to it. I started listening to I Weigh with Jamila Jamil and really enjoyed that. She's so refreshing and raw and honest and modern, and she isn't afraid to talk about anything, and her guests have been the same. She helped me a lot later in 2020 when I was working on a lot of like body positivity stuff for myself, and just really realizing how ridiculous so much of that like concept and industry is. Why are we putting so much pressure on things? And it has helped me a lot. I'm not articulating it very well, but she sure does, over and over and over. She normalizes everything from beliefs to what you've been through to how you're feeling to your experiences. That one also has been very helpful to me too. Is there any others that I've enjoyed? I mean, Finding Your Cape, the podcast, will definitely be a highlight of 2020 for me. I've wanted to start a podcast for probably like 3 or 4 years, and then did during the pandemic in the spring. And I've had, season 1 was a mix of me by myself and me with some guests. The Unicorn was a guest on the podcast. We had a really fun interview. And that was when he and I were quarantining away from each other for super long. So that was fun. Thomas's sleep expert, one half of his sleep team was on, which was wonderful. Great conversations. And then season 2, we go chapter by chapter through Finding Your Cape, my book, and every single week I had a different marathoner on, so you could meet different marathoners, and then they asked me the questions, and it was so fun. Definitely a highlight for me in 2020. I've just started getting into Fern Cotton's Happy Place, and I don't know anything about her or who she is, but I have enjoyed her guests and enjoyed the conversations. There's a great one with Sam Smith and another great one with Ricky Gervais, which I really enjoyed. Zoe Sugg was a really fascinating one as well. Oh, I'm so glad I checked. There was a full series that came out this year called The Dissenters with Deborah Messing and Mandana Dayani. It's so fascinating. Every week they talk to someone who has dissented, so someone who has like basically taken whatever mold and just completely changed it, or they've stood up for something. It's based on Ruth Bader Ginsburg's I Dissent mantra and speech and movement, and I loved it. I tore through that. I was always waiting for the next episode, but now the entire series is there. So Mandana Dayani started the I Am a Voter campaign, and Deborah Messing, I'm sure many of you know from shows like Will and Grace, but so good. Lots of the time this year, I've just wanted an escape, something that wasn't so heavy. I was looking for something lighter and brighter, and I think that's why I really got into Monica and Jess Love Boys and also the Busy Phillips podcast. So those are my faves. I'd love to know what yours are. You can comment down below. Here is the couch in all of her glory. Dun 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 dun. I'm very proud of us. We instigated a no eating on the couch rule, and I think we've had this for like a month now. So it's still clean and going well. The unicorn did Scotch guard the hell out of it, but still, Thomas has been good. And then this is what the living room looks like now. I think eventually we'll get a different chair. How this stays white is just beyond me. And then you just pan around to all her glory. We just love her. And yes, there's presents under the tree already because my Auntie Anna's package arrived, and then we used that box to ship presents to my brother. So thankfully Thomas could not care less, and I think it's probably harder for me to see those presents, to be honest. And then what else has changed? Oh, this is different. So the TV is now mounted. The unicorn brought a TV and mounted it, which I flipping love. It's like a rotating one if you want. Here is the Vlogmas debut of Harley.
Good girl.
Amberly's new puppy, who I know probably doesn't look like a puppy. Here she is. Hello.
Oh. Oh yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Good. Oh yes. This is so good.
Hello. Excuse me. Hi.
Oh, are we excited?
Hi. Oh, she's like ready for my close-up.
She's like, I'm ready.
Oh my gosh. You're
Smile.
so cute.
Oh, good. Now you're so excited.
Oh my gosh. All the Harley.
Oh, look at that.
All the time.
Nice stick.
She's so sweet. Not enough puppies in my videos, let's be honest.
Good girl. Yeah.
It's just after 4, and I think I'm going to vacate my office for a little bit before tonight's Zoom with my girlfriends at 7, which will be in my office. Well, I guess I could move. Anyway, did some work. I am currently reading this for my English class, and I almost fell asleep reading it. Have any of you read this for English, this play? It's wild to me that tomorrow is my first final, but I still have like work to do in other classes. University, I tell you. Anyway, grateful, excited, happy. And I can hear the unicorn and Thomas downstairs, so I'm gonna go see what they're doing. But I'm pretty sure we had a first in our house today. I'm pretty sure Thomas faked being sick at school to come home because he has had a cold, and so I kept him home for a couple days. I sent him yesterday, fine. This morning, fine. And then I get a call saying like, oh, he's telling us that his head hurts and his stomach hurts. And I was like, okay. So they're like, okay, we'll see what we can do and then we'll call you. And then they called me like an hour later and they're like, yeah, like he's actually telling us like on his touch chat on his iPad. And I was like, okay, no problem. Like, so we went and got him, pick him up. He asks for tickles. He asks to go for a car ride. He asks for chips. I think he's basically been eating nonstop since he got home. And he looked at the unicorn sideways when we got in and was just like, yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure he faked it. And even his teacher was like, he could be pulling a fast one on us, and if he is, I'll see him at school tomorrow. So you better believe he's going to school tomorrow. I'm not even mad. Like, this is just like a typical behavior of a typical child. So I like that. I like when Thomas exhibits that kind of stuff. It's just funny to me. It's also funny that he like pulled a fast one over 3 adult teachers, and they were just like very well like this could be the case. So it's just funny. It's funny. I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad. I think it's funny. I definitely faked sick. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. When I was in elementary school too. So, oh, he's so funny, that little guy. But I'm gonna go check on those two and see what they're up to.
Where is number 2?
Want to do your advent calendar? Let's look. Where's 2? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, you did that one already. Here, look. This one.
Ooh.
Look, the unicorn has one too.
Oh yeah.
Matching. You want right here. Here, I'll help you. Yeah, that's what you want. His and his.
Celebrate the root.
There you go.
The season, one bite at a time. Ooh. Oh, a different color though.
Oh, look you two. Oh, you're matching. This is a quality advent calendar from IGA, if I do say so myself. This is what I would call just a random dinner. I've air fried some tofu, cut up some purple onion, red pepper, broccoli, and celery. And then I've made a peanut sauce. I made a peanut sauce, which is soy, fresh ginger, fresh garlic, and some sriracha. And then for the peanut, I actually have been using this for about, I don't know, 6 months or so. And I really like that. And then the unicorn is making some riced cauliflower. So we're just kind of like, we're just going with it. I'll show you what the concoction looks like once we're ready.
Ooh, that looks good.
Like, this could be on Pinterest. We just made this up.
This is the amazing Redhead Mares winged together from nothing scratch. Amazing dinner.
Thomas's.
Oh yes, this is Thomas's. It looks like it's been deep fried pub food, just from the air fryer. Little chickenless chicken strips, homemade wedges, nothing on them, and of course cucumber, and the one and only Mr. T-Bone.
Gonna make some ginger shots. If you're wondering what on earth that we were cutting up, we've got apple, carrot, lemon, ginger, and then I also add turmeric in there. When I'm doing a big batch, I like to put it in a large jug and then just put it in old like pasta bottles and mason jars and things, so that it is easy access to do probably a shot or two a day. Haven't shown you yet this, but this is my little Christmas tree in my bedroom. It looks much more magical when the lamp's not on, but my girlfriends and I are about to do our Zoom, and I thought, oh, I'll do it in my bedroom. Try and do it by like, have the Christmas tree in the background maybe. And we're gonna do our bubble masks, so I'll try and remember to show you.
It's burning my skin, actually.
Maybe I'm gonna wash it off then. Okay, we're doing these bubble masks. This is what mine looks like up close. You're welcome. It looks like whipped cream. And then my amazing friends, we're all doing it on Zoom. This is what a birthday party in the 2020 looks like, everybody. Oh my God, I love it. In case any of you are wondering, this is the mask I just used, the e.l.f. Hydrating Bubble Mask. And it was weird, but my skin feels pretty great. And it was so much fun. Get on a Zoom or a Skype or a FaceTime with your girlfriends. I looked forward to that all day today. And honestly, I could do that weekly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Vlogmas.